Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Spying with Aaron D. We're back for Disney's Heroes vs. Villains series. This week, two villains, but it's an interesting conversation to have because we have a human versus, I'm not even sure what to call him. He's like a demon. He's huge. He demands the day turn to night. How does a single human take this on? Well, Gaston's going to try. Let's see if his ego can outweigh the monster Chircon. Sorry if I mispronounce it. I love both the movies they come from, but whoa. Gaston, I mean, the man himself has an ego as big as Shen Kong, but is he tough enough to take on Chircon, who can raise the dead? Well, we're gonna find out. Let's get started. First off, let's talk about appearances. Gaston wears a red shirt full of passion, not compassion, but passion for himself. And that's shown by the way he stands. He has his ponytail that pulls his face back. He always looks like he's ready for a portrait. His ego shows in just his drawing himself. They did an amazing job of making him look like an egomaniac. I mean, he is so full of himself when he walks through the town. He towers over everybody. He's just bigger than life, or at least he thinks he is. On the other hand, Shekong, I'm totally messing that up. Well, he is bigger than life. When he awakes, he it's like the mountain awakes with him. When he spreads his wings, day goes into night. He is just humongous. And it really is, how does a single human take on such a creature? As we talk about their powers, Gaston's power is, well, he boasts that he never misses a shot. So his power is in his ability to shoot and his strength. He can lift a bench full of grown men up in the air with one arm. So he certainly is strong. He's tall for a human. And Shikong can raise the dead, turn day to night. And though he doesn't have any powers like he casts a spell or anything, you have to say raising the dead is quite a power to have. And when we talk about their iconic moment, well, Gaston has a lot. On this one, I gotta give it to Gaston. I mean, he has a song all about him, and it's really catchy. And he himself, I mean, he has such an ego. But even if you go to Disney World, one of the great things to see is the statue of Gaston, because for a villain, he was cool even before villains were cool. He had a statue. So that's really fun.
I'd expect a rating. When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. And now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs. Follow me! Through the mist, through the woods, through the darkness and the shadows, it's a nightmare, but it's one exciting ride. Say a prayer, then we're there at the drawbridge of a castle, and there's something truly terrible inside. It's a beast. He's got fangs, a sharp. Oh! Hear him, see him. Not coming home till he's dead. It's over, beast. Billy's mine.
And then as we lead over into Kong, there's really just the one moment where he spreads his wings, turns night to day, and flies. I don't know that he's as iconic as Gaston in his moments, Though, I mean, you can't have Fantasia without him, so. But can you have Beauty and the Beast without Gaston? It's an interesting concept.
And now a little pros and cons list for each character, starting with Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. His pros: charismatic presence. Gaston is instantly entertaining because of his confidence, swagger, and exaggerated personality that commands attention whenever he enters a scene. Human complexity. Unlike a supernatural villain, Gaston feels believable. His pride, entitlement, jealousy, and need for admiration make him a very recognizable kind of villain. Physical skill. Gaston is a powerful fighter, skilled hunter, excellent marksman, and relentless tracker who knows how to use his surroundings. Persuasive leadership. His greatest ability may be his influence. He turns an entire village against beasts by using fear, rumors, and powerful public image. And memorable entertainment. From the tavern song to the mob scene and the dramatic rooftop battle, Gaston gives us several moments that are funny, quotable, and unforgettable. His cons: no magic. Gaston has no supernatural abilities, which puts him at a major disadvantage against a villain who can command spirits, fire, and darkness. Limited power. His strength is impressive, but it is still human strength. He cannot match Chernabog's enormous supernatural scale. Overconfidence. Gaston's greatest strength can also become his weakness. He believes he is automatically the most important person in every room. Mortal vulnerability. Gaston can be injured and defeated, like any human being. One serious attack could end the fight immediately. And narrow motivation. His goals are powerful but limited. Much of his story revolves around Belle, his reputation, and proving that he deserves to be admired. And now onto Chernabog. His pros: monumental design. Chernabog's enormous wings, horns, dark silhouette, and imposing presence make him one of the most visually powerful villains in Disney history. Supernatural scale. He can summon spirits, control fire, raise the dead, and command the darkness surrounding Bald Mountain. Iconic sequence. His appearance in Night on Bald Mountain is one of Disney's most unforgettable pieces of animation and musical storytelling. Atmospheric power. Chernabog does not need dialogue to be frightening. His movements, expressions, and connection to the mountain create an overwhelming sense of danger. An ancient presence. Chernabog feels less like an ordinary villain and more like a mythological force that existed long before the heroes arrived. And his cons: limited screen time. Chernabog appears in one major sequence, so audiences have less opportunity to learn about his history, personality, or larger goals. Silent character. Because he does not speak, he lacks the memorable dialogue, humor, and personal exchanges that Gaston has so entertainingly. Unclear motivation. We understand his power and his Unclear motivation. We understand his power and his menace, but we do not receive the same detailed explanation of what he ultimately wants. Dawn weakness. Chernabog's power is connected to the night. Dawn and the ringing of the church bells force him to retreat. Less personal connection. Chernabog is visually unforgettable, but his lack of traditional character arc may make him feel more like a terrifying force than a fully developed villain.
So as we turn them head to head, I don't know how a single human, even though he is strong, he has strength, he can take down wild deer, wild anything, with his strength and his shooting abilities. But on the other hand, Shere Khan can just raise the dead, so I mean, he just raised everything from the dead that Gaston is killing. So, it's really tough. Um, for her brains, there's no dialogue in Fantasia or no dialogue for Shere Khan to see if he's smart. Gaston has such an ego. I couldn't tell you if he was smart, because his ego just takes up all of the space in the room when he's in it. And I can't see past that. He certainly has confidence, so I don't think he'll be scared off, even though Shakan is big. Though he was scared of the beast at one point in the movie when the beast raised up and is so big. But he still fights, so Gaston is stubborn. So in a fight, that's interesting that he won't give up easily, because his ego is too big to just say, "Oh, I'm good, I'm gonna walk away." He just doesn't have that ability. So, whew, this is gonna be a tough one for you guys. Let me know down below and on the post page who are you voting for. These are two tough categories this time. Because side note, I've always been afraid of Shikang. I'm saying that wrong. But, I mean, he was scary always. I mean, I think he is one of the original villains for Disney. So, and he captures that villainous so well. And he's what nightmares are made of. And Gaston is sort of, yes, he's a villain, but he's not that scary. Yeah, I definitely never thought Gaston was like someone I had nightmares about. For Shakang, I definitely had nightmares about that. Let me know in down below which one of our villains is going on to the next round. That's up to you guys. I cannot wait to hear. Thank you as always for joining me. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, find the reason to smile today. Bye, everybody.